Hey everyone, it's Jerry at the Fledge. Welcome to another episode of Every Damn Day. You might notice my background's changed a little bit. I'm down in the sanctuary today because I've got a big project I'm working on. But to get to our point, our man Duran Roberson is on the show with us today. How you doing today, Duran?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me, Jerry.
Oh, it's a pleasure to have you. I've been excited about this one because I want to catch up a little bit of where you're at with the app and learn a little bit more about you. I think I just learned you played, college ball. Should have known you're all tall and everything.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm happy to have you on the show. I've been looking forward to it. So why don't you tell us something about you and something about the project you're working on?
Well, I'm originally from Saginaw, Michigan. I moved up to Lansing and went through high school at Everett. And I went to play collegiate basketball at Austin Peay State University. After that, I turned into an entrepreneur, started pursuing the Barber2Beauty dream. It's been great ever since. Barber2Beauty is an online booking platform for barbers and beauticians, so they can showcase their work, their client profiles, their client cuts, their services, their times, their pricings, client reviews, a little bit of everything. The technology is changing, so we have to change with it.
Yeah. So what got you? So you were playing ball down in Texas, right?
Tennessee.
Or in Tennessee? That's where Austin P. Austin
Yes.
P. Okay. So you were playing in Tennessee, and then you graduated. What got you into? Were you a barber also?
I was just a amateur barber on the side. I was cutting my teammates and myself. That's what I did all through high school and college.
So what made you create an app in that space? Where'd you see the opportunity?
Well, honestly, I was sitting around one day and I was thinking, I need a haircut, and I looked on Google, and it just showed like barbershops that showed, just the basically the picture of the location. So I thought to myself, why not show who's inside the barbershop? Why not show their availability, their times, their prices, how far they're from me? Just all the metrics that are important to a consumer. So I formulated the idea, put it on paper, and I got it started.
Yeah. So were you a programmer? Were you able to start writing code and making the app or?
No, I've never been a programmer. I was just able to lay out the idea on paper, for a programmer to develop it for me. I went through a couple of entrepreneur programs, one in Nashville, the NEC, the Nashville Entrepreneur Center. A lot of people know about it. It's very notable in Nashville. I went through there. They helped me formulate the idea on paper, put together a MVP, and then present it out. So that was kind of the beginning of Barber2Beauty, and I was able to go to a couple pitch competitions where you pitch to developers, and then the developers and the crowd, they say, "Hey, I like this idea, and I would like to build it out for you." So I was into it was basically like a hackathon. Are you familiar
Yeah.
yeah? So I went to a
Yeah.
hackathon, got a project built. I won the hackathon. So I have a little, I've been around just for a little bit and been doing a couple things. Now I'm just starting to get a little bit of traction and start growing.
All right. So do you want to ever be a barber?
Maybe just for fun, but I don't think I have the time to actually go to school and be licensed.
Uh, do you ever want to be a software developer?
I've thought about it, but it'll probably come later after I actually have the more time. Right now, I'm kind of full throttle with entrepreneurship, and that takes a lot of my time. So I don't think I have the time to devote to it to actually be great at it.
Well, I'm sort of setting you up for a question here because, as you know, it's a difficult road when somebody has a tech idea, but they're not a programmer. But I've watched the traction you've been getting this year. We've talked several times, I guess, and you've overcome those obstacles. How did you do that? What was the special sauce that you had? Because most non-technical entrepreneurs that started an endeavor like yours, it's very hard for them to get to where you've been able to get to.
So the main thing is you have to get into the community. So you have to hang around developers. If you hang around developers and be friends around them, you start learning the language. So if you can start learning the language, you'll become acceptable in their community. So then you'll start to be able to say, hey, what does this look like? And then people start being able to lend more resources to you. So I was able to build a team of developers and get referrals of the developers. So that's how I was able to build my application out. So if you're not into the community, going to different events and different things like that, it's going to be 10 times harder than the non-developer or engineer.
Was it hard for you? Do you think it was difficult?
Yeah, I still think it is difficult because I'm not building it out myself, and if my developer's not available, I have to find someone else to do it. So yeah, it is difficult.
Yeah. So where are you at? What has COVID done for you? What's made you be able to get through this? Like, did COVID hurt you a lot? Did it help you in some ways?
In some ways, I believe COVID helped just because I feel like COVID sparked the fire in everyone to know like, hey, this is the time we have to start investing, start saving. We have to really start focusing on ourselves. Being an employee going to a job is not going to always pay off. So if you have a little side hustle or you want to be an entrepreneur, this is the time to do it. So I believe it helped that for me for as far as motivation, as well as there's a need for my service. So I believe there's it helped that as well. So the barbers that are struggling to be well known locally or nationally, I'm now giving them that extra boost to do that. Plus, I'm increasing sales through their business by appointment booking. As we know, statistics show 25% of appointments are booked after hours. So this is allowing customers to plan and consumers to be able to do better during this time of COVID.
All right. So you have some new customers. Is that
Yes.
starting to roll? Can you talk about any of them? Do you want to give any shout out to anyone, or you trying
Yeah.
to keep that on the wraps right now?
Yeah. So I have a few new customers throughout the Lansing area and Detroit area. We're still growing. My feet are in the streets, so you may see me visit your barbershop or salon locally. I'm always looking for referrals from different individuals that would be interested into the service, or if you do go to a professional and you would be interested in them signing up for my service, I would appreciate that referral as well.
All right.
Um,
And we'll be putting some links in the descriptions and stuff like that for people to be able to find you. So,
yeah.
uh,
Um, yeah, and I'm also developing a relationship with a barber school here in Detroit to develop a plan for their students to grow as well. So after they graduate, I'm developing a plan so they can be placed in different barbershops and salons.
that's pretty nice. Then you got this customer for a long time, right? If you bring them up in your app and all of that.
Definitely.
Um, what, uh, what are some big things that, COVID kind of derailed you with though?
I feel like COVID also slowed down the pace of just the economy and
Mhm.
things. It also derailed it as far as people had to stay home. So you really can't meet up with people the same. You can't really connect with people the same. You have to find another alternate route. So a lot of Zoom calls, a lot of teleconferencing, emails, and everything else has to be utilized during this time of COVID. I feel like as far as entrepreneurs also breed off of pitching and going to entrepreneur events. So
Mhm.
that's also been a little bit of downfall. But
Yeah.
as entrepreneurs, the whole community has found ways to still maneuver during this time.
It's what we're supposed to do. It's our job, right? Is to solve the
Exactly.
problems that we face. So I want to tell you something about when the COVID started around me, and I started seeing people like protest, oh, they can't get their hair done and they can't go to the barber shop and all of that. And I started thinking, well, that seems like not that important in the overall scheme of things. But then my friends that, I know people that were calling it a hoax in the beginning and still do probably, and people that were taking it very seriously. But it was everybody was like, I can't get my hair done. I can't go to the barber or whatever. And it really confused me until I realized what a therapy this is for so many people. It's a weekly ritual, or it's, they go there and talk, with their hairdresser that is like almost like their therapist. Um, that did you know about that? Did you know that was such a strong uh, thing?
Yeah, after visiting so many barbershops and salons and spas and different types of businesses, I definitely have a new love for the business. Um, it's crazy because you can go to the barbershop and actually spend $100 in the barbershop or more, because once you go in, you can get a hot towel wax with a back rub and a tea or a beer, depending on where you're at. And then you're also going to get a nice clean haircut with a cologne spray after you leave. So
Mhm.
that type of environment, that type of feel is definitely therapy to a lot of men and women across the country. So being able to promote their business, help them grow, find success. That's where I find a lot of love and happiness.
Do you think that you've been able to help some people pick themselves up out of the kind of COVID mess that's happening around them and be able to push themselves forward with their shops?
Yeah, definitely. So some new software that I released recently is a COVID-19 waiver. It's a
Mm.
disclaimer form. So before you enter the barbershop, you will receive a appointment reminder. So that'll probably be about 2 hours before your appointment. And with that same text, you'll receive a COVID-19 waiver form. So you'll go through four quick questions just about COVID to make sure you are safe and you can enter the barbershop. Once that's submitted to the barber, you'll be cleared for your appointment. So with those enhancements and improvements that we've made, that's made our barbershops a lot more safer, a lot more customer friendly. Now customers are also are more willing to access barbershops and salons with this update.
Yeah.
Also, just with the marketing feature that we're pushing with our company, we have helped them grow in sales as well.
Well, just that there is such a strong example of how your customers are going to be able to engage with their customers in so many different ways. I mean, the telephone's one thing. I mean, if you can even answer it, but to be able to have all this automation happening is pretty spectacular. Uh, so how long have you been working on it?
Officially about 5 years. Officially 5 years.
Are you where you want to be?
Um, at this, I thought I would move faster as an entrepreneur, but as an entrepreneur, there's so many ups and downs. I'm not. exactly. I'm never content because there's definitely another level to reach. But I'm happy with the improvements that I've been making, and I'm looking forward to the future.
Yeah, I've looked at the app, and people should download the app, right?
Yeah, right now it's actually not downloadable, but
Oh,
you can bookmark it in your to your browser. So it is accessible.
oh,
Barberbeauty.com.
yeah, I'm sorry. It's not. It's an app that web application, right? So
Yes.
you can. It runs on the phone and the browser. But check it out because you can use it. Is I guess what my point is. What's something you do every damn day that pushes your mission forward towards getting this where you want it to be? And I know it's never going to be where you want to be because it's a continual improvement, right?
Right. I guess every day I'm looking to build relationships with new barbers or new individuals in the industry. I feel like if I position myself as someone well known in the industry, I will attract the right types of individuals to work with. And I believe once I do that, Barber to Beauty will be placed everywhere where everywhere where I want it to be.
I love that you brought it back to relationships again, and I meant to point something out earlier when I asked you about the tech and the founder, and you didn't have that tech background. You never said anything, or you didn't start with, "I'm going to go out and try to learn how to program myself." What you did was you started just creating relationships, and that understanding that everything we do is through other people and that it's always an economy of relationships, I think makes you a super strong entrepreneur. And yeah, people see that all the time, I think, with you.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I really believe creating relationships is probably the probably maybe the number one thing that drives a business. It's either creating a relationship with your customer, or it's creating a relationship with the new business partner or an investor. It's all about creating relationships.
Yeah. And I mean, your employees will work harder with you if it's a relationship like that instead of, some boss thing. So I
Right.
really appreciate that about you a lot. So anything more that you do every damn day that, sharpens your saw or just relaxes you or anything like that?
Yeah. I'm very driven on on what's up next, and how to get to the next level. So I follow a lot of I guess guys and females that are driven entrepreneurs. So I follow a couple of different podcasts. Earn Your Leisure. They're found on YouTube and Instagram. The Master Investor, he can be found on YouTube and Instagram. Um, no, Sleep is for Suckers. They can be found on YouTube and Instagram. Just a couple different podcasts to follow, and individuals. They talk everything about stock investing to entrepreneurship to everyday life.
All right. We'll put some links to those too. So thanks for the tips on learning. Uh, so every day on the show, we pass a question to the next show. So yesterday on the show, um, the person was Ryan Holmes, and he's a chalk artist and an art teacher in the Lansing area. And he wanted to know, did you think, when you were cutting hair, maybe, with your teammates and all of that, did you ever think you would come up with a merge of tech and barber or tech and beauty that would be something that you start to build?
At the time, I never really knew how tech and barbering was going to collide, but I definitely knew that technology was the future, and then I also knew from a early standpoint that um, the hair industry is recessive proof or recession proof. So it can't really be affected. So, and that's one thing that I learned about COVID. During this time, everyone still wanted a haircut. So it's kind of one of those things. It's like peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah. Um, what do you think the tech that's coming at you is going to do to your solution?
Um, I believe it's all going to improve. It's improving every day. There's so many different plugins, add-ons you can add onto a website to enhance it. So I believe all the technology that's coming is going to be very helpful.
Okay. Um, so my person on the show tomorrow is Bruce Lee, who owns 102 Fo, and he was in the One and All program that we participated in the last few months. What question would you like to ask him?
Um, I would like to ask Bruce, what is the new appetizer or next appetizer you'll be introducing in 2021?
All right, so I'll pass that on to him. He just introduced his seafood boil or something like that, just the last few weeks, and then today he announced that he has to shut down inside, and it's a dish where you can really only enjoy it if you have it there. You know, you can't take it home because then it's soggy and soft and overcooked and all this stuff. So feeling bad for some of these guys that have to shut down now. Um,
Yeah.
so you think that's going to hurt your momentum, or now's the time to strike with the people you've been getting close
I
to?
The good thing about the new shutdown, it did not affect barbershops. I didn't see where
Oh, it
barbershops had.
left it open. Yep.
Yeah, so
Yep.
barbershops won't be closed down. It'll just be like bars, no sitting, everything has to go. The movie theaters has to go, things like that. So it can still be one-on-one, just like a barbershop. I don't think they'll have anyone in the waiting rooms at barbershops and salons. So I
Yeah.
think it'll be safe. They'll just have people waiting in their cars, different things like that. But I think this is the time to strike, to make the improvements, because like COVID-19 is kind of showing its hand. As long as you move with the technology right now,
Mhm.
you'll be fine.
I like that. I like what that should be what we close with. COVID showed its hand.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
like that a lot. I feel that same way, man. I feel like, it's like a wrestling match or it's a poker game, I guess. And yeah, now I know how it's coming at us and all these things. I like that a
Definitely.
lot.
Definitely.
Let me do a little logistics real quick. Everyone out there watching, please subscribe to the Fledge's YouTube channel. We've got Every Damn Day, airing every damn day at 2. We have 99 Problems, but a Pitch Ain't One on every Friday at 9 a.m. now. We have 10,000 Fledges is shifting to Saturday mornings, and then Coding Club, we're trying to get the right time, but Mondays at 3:30 for the beginning here. You won 99 Problems, right?
No, I've been a contestant. I've actually lost every single time I've competed, but I'll
Really?
be back. I'll be back to contest and to win one of these times. Definitely.
All right. I thought that last time you did, or maybe it was tied or something.
Yeah, I got very close.
Yeah, you're gonna win it. Come get that 99 bucks one of these days.
Definitely.
So,
I'll be there.
um, so what didn't we cover? Do you have any events? Do you have anything you want people to see? You working on an explainer video or something like that?
Right now I'm in the process of creating a marketing video. It'll probably be 30 seconds, but I'll create probably about two different variations of that video. And then I'll have some more coming soon. I'll also will be you'll have to check out my Instagram. It's at Barber2Beauty. That's Barber and the number 2 beauty underscore at the end. I will be going live with some different barbers coming up in the next few weeks, so you'll have to be on the lookout for that as well. Um, and yeah, and there's always going to be new updates on the website as we go forward. So just stay on the lookout for that as well.
All right. So again, we'll put all these links down in the descriptions. We'll reference off to, if you get your explainer video out on YouTube somewhere, we'll put a link on our video to that video. Anything you want to talk about that's not Barber2Beauty? Anything you've got? Shout out to anyone?
Shout out to everyone that's staying strong. Shout out to everyone that's staying safe. And shout out to the entrepreneurs during this time. And boo to the scammers.
That's right. So it's Entrepreneurial Week or something like that. National Entrepreneurial or Week, World Entrepreneurial Week, and tomorrow's National Entrepreneurial Day. So happy Entrepreneurial Day, or at least early, and
Yes.
happy Entrepreneurial Week. And
Yes.
I like what you're doing, Duran. I like the progress. I saw snapshots over the last couple of years, and I really think you've got a chance to really harvest all of that energy you've been putting in. So thanks for coming on the show, coming on every damn day. And how you want to take us out, with deuces or one more thing of advice? Or
Stay on the lookout for me. I am partner up with Google Reserve. It's a new integration that Google have launched for online booking companies. So mine will be integrated with Google. We're in the process of that, so stay on the lookout for that. You'll be able to book appointments directly through Google without even going to the website. So stay on the lookout for that. Barber2Beauty.com, at Barber2Beauty _ on Instagram, Facebook, Barber2Beauty, and happy Entrepreneur Week to everyone.
all right. Thank you very much, Duran. Everyone, I'll see you tomorrow on another episode of Every Damn Day.